Okay guys, finally we have a powder day, all right? So powder day is the kind of day that a lot of people love, okay? But there's some folks that aren't too psyched about it because they don't know how to ski it. So let's go over some of the basics for skiing powder, okay? While we're just standing here right now, I'd like both of you to lean way back, okay? And now jump. How's that? That's tough, isn't it? Okay? Now let's get nice and centered. Your ankles bending and your shins are way pressing into the front of your boots. We kind of bounce while we're standing here. Okay? Now let's jump while we're standing here. Is that a little easier than it was when you were way back? Yeah. This bouncing idea really works to our advantage when we're skiing powder. Okay? So we're gonna go straight down this moderate pitch, all right? You'll get a little bit of speed, and I want you guys to just bounce like a trampoline. And notice and feel when you sink into the snow that you slow down. And then you come up, and then you sink into the snow and you slow down. All of this snow around your feet helps you with your speed control in powder, okay? So let's get this bouncing feeling happening. Did you two, by any chance, see my video where I carved out a little hollow in the snow? I put my skis on edge and I bent the ski, and then you kind of get this trampolining effect when you carve. It's a similar sort of thing when we're in the powder. When you bounce up and down, your ski bends. It bends down into the snow, and then you've got some energy that bent ski actually helps propel you, and that can help almost bounce you out of the snow. So when you have your momentum going through the powder, you're making your turn, and you press into the snow with both your feet, bang, it can help bounce you out of the snow. Then you press and it bounces you out of the snow, and press and it bounces you out of the snow. And with these traversing and the bouncing, it's giving you that feeling of flexing and extending, flexing and extending. So we're gonna make a few turns on the firmer snow and do one more little exercise and then bring it back into the powder, okay? I'd like you to make a line in the snow. Now, you could make a line in the snow. You know how we do that? We sit on our poles, we drag our poles, and we make a line right behind us. We could do that, but I want to be able to do a demo. So if you can go straight ahead, skis together, you're going to give us kind of a reference line that we're going to use for this exercise. What we're going to do, guys, jump over the center line, land and turn. We're going to get this bouncy action happening in our turns. Okay?
So where's the middle line going?
We're going to show you, because I'm going to give you a demo, okay? And Cedar's going to make it just right down the fall line, Cedar. You're going to be jumping over that line, good bouncy out of the ankles and out of your knees. We're not bouncing through our back and arms, okay? We're just nice and quiet upper body, bouncing out of our ankles and knees, okay? We're turn and bounce over the line. There we're kind of seeing the timing of the bounce. Nice. Turn, bounce, turn, bounce, turn, bounce, turn, bounce, turn, bounce. There's some good bouncy action happening. You know what they say, Cayman? No friends on a powder day. You sure you want to show me your special stash? Let's draw the line down the fall line, make our turn and hop over the line, and make our turn and hop over the line, just so we got a little more pitch. Remember, you guys, when people are skiing powder and they're less experienced and maybe they're a little scared, they get back here, right? And how is it to jump from back here? Yeah, it's hard. You're just plowing through this heavy snow and you're stuck. You can't make your legs long, you can't make your legs short, right? when we're nice and balanced, we get this hopping effect happening. Our skis get lighter, then we can turn. Our skis get lighter, and then we can turn, okay? It's really important to be athletic and active. And when I say active, I mean your legs are short and long, short and long, short and long. And you can't do that from back here, okay? So I'll make the line, and then afterwards, you guys make your turn and hop, make your turn and hop. Here's your line down the fall line. Let's see you make your turn and hop over that line. Nice and centered over your skis. Don't forget our pole plants came in nice and bouncy with your pole plants. Go ahead. Woo! Oh yeah. The natural next step, you guys, we traversed and we bounced. We did the fall line, turn, and bounce. Now we're gonna be on a groomed run, well, a run that was groomed last night that has nice fresh powder on it. So you know what to expect in terms of the surface. So go ahead and eye your line, and let's get that nice bouncy, flowy feeling through this powder, Cayman. Go big. Woo, Adrian! Nice job. Good job, guys. It's time to take it into the moguls. One thing that is for sure about you two is you guys love this. It is awesome, and it shows in your skiing, guys. Okay, so mogul run, what we're gonna show all of your U10 buddies is really awesome pole plants, which you guys have. Really awesome absorption of those bumps in the powder. And also you guys have really good tactics, which means you're not coming across the hill too far and slowing down. You're keeping your momentum while you're turning, going down the hill, which is really helpful in this deep snow. So let's see it, guys, just like you've been skiing all morning. We're, as 8 and 9-year-olds, we have our one pair of skis. We might have two at the most, right? And on powder days, there's folks that have really fat, big skis, and you can just sort of squiggle down and stay on top and are floating over this powder. For us, with just our one pair, and that definitely is not a fat ski, all this very active, dynamic skiing is important. And it's good. I mean, people your age can be totally centered, as you guys are, really active, good pole plants. You don't need a really fat ski. You can use whatever tool you've got and rip this stuff up. And this is what we have, so let's have fun with it. Freshies. Adrian, practicing, getting bouncy. Then you can just ski the spirit of that exercise, flexing and standing without actually jumping. Hey, Adrian, I see you really practicing that, which is awesome. And then, once you feel like you've really got the timing and tempo of it, you don't actually have to jump, but you can ski the spirit of that exercise. You extend and then you flex and extend and bounce. It's kind of it's just a soft, subtle bouncing through this powder. So fun. This right here is really good terrain for that trampoline-y, bouncy. introduction to the powder progression. This is perfect. Bounce, 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 bounce. Well, and seeing the powder come up around your feet, you guys, that's something that's so unique about powder, because that helps slow you down. All that powder around your feet is a lot of resistance and some friction, and it helps control your speed in the powder. When you're on groomers, you use your turn shape. You know, and you're making those nice carved turns so that you don't get going too fast. When you're in the powder, you can, in your turn, you sort of press down into that poof. And then you come up, then you flex the knees and you press down into that poof. And so you're working extension and flexion. And that's what helps control your speed in the powder, and you don't have to come across the hill so much. Does that make sense? And that's what you guys do really well. What, Cayman?
You don't have to make too big a turns.
You don't have to, exactly, because there's all of that poof around your feet and flying up into your face and needing a snorkel. Just turning your legs and absorbing the moguls, it was awesome.